On the night of February 19th, 2025, in a small French town called Liévin, Keely Hodgkinson did something no woman had ever done before in the history of indoor running. Keely Hodgkinson is the Olympic champion in the 800 meters. That means she is already one of the best runners in the whole world. But what she did in Liévin was something else entirely. She did not just win a race, she made history. She crossed the finish line in 1 minute and 54.87 seconds. Now, that might not sound like a big deal at first, but let me tell you why the entire track world stopped and stared. For years, the women's indoor 800-meter world record belonged to a Slovenian runner named Jolanda Čeplak. She set that record back in 2002, and for over 2 decades, nobody could touch it. Not one woman on the planet could run faster than Čeplak did that day. The record just sat there, untouched, for 23 years. Then Keely came along and did not just break it, she smashed it. She took nearly a full second off that record. In sprint racing, a full second is enormous. Races are usually decided by hundredths of a second, so taking almost an entire second off a world record is the kind of thing that makes coaches, athletes, and fans all lose their minds at the same time. Keely is now the first woman ever to run under 1 minute and 55 seconds indoors in the short track era. That is the barrier she broke. Nobody had gone under 1 minute and 55 seconds before. Not one woman in the entire history of the sport. And she did not just sneak under it, she cleared it with room to spare. But here is where the story gets truly unbelievable. The day Jolanda Čeplak set that world record back in 2002 was the same exact day Keely Hodgkinson was born. On the very day Keely took her first breath, Čeplak was setting the record that Keely would one day break. That is not something you can make up. That is the kind of story that sounds like it came from a movie. After the race, Keely spoke about the performance and she said, "I knew I was in great shape, but I didn't know it would be that fast." That honestly tells you everything. Even she was shocked by what she had just done. She came in ready to run well, but the time she put up surprised even herself. The reaction from the track world was immediate. People could not stop talking about it. The combination of the time, the margin by which she broke the record, and the wild birthday coincidence made this story travel fast. Athletes, coaches, and fans were posting about it everywhere. It became one of those rare moments in sport where everyone, even people who do not follow running closely, stopped and paid attention. What makes this even more impressive is the fact that this was an indoor race. Indoor tracks are shorter and tighter than outdoor ones. Runners have to take sharper turns, and the races are generally considered harder to run fast on. Despite that, Keely went out and posted a time that no woman in this era had ever come close to. She is already an Olympic champion. She already had the respect of the entire athletics world. But this record puts her in a completely different conversation. She is not just one of the best right now. She is one of the best who has ever done it. Jolanda Čeplak held that record for 23 years. She set it on the day Keely was born. And now, more than 2 decades later, the girl who came into the world that very same day has taken it from her. Keely Hodgkinson went to Liévin, France on February 19th, ran 1 minute and 54.87 seconds, became the first woman ever under 1 minute and 55 seconds indoors in the short track era, and took nearly a full second off a 23-year-old world record. That is not just a great race. That is a moment that running fans will talk about for a very long time.